Hello out there, I'm the oldest nerd. Today we're talking about Deep Space Nine, Sons of Mogh. Now, there needs to be a little backstory here in order to fully appreciate this. First of all, the Klingons have violated the treaty that they've had with the Federation and are now not, they've never been members of the Federation, but they certainly are not as friendly with the Federation as they've been before. It's kind of a Cold War once again. However, Worf has been dishonored because he was against Gowron's move to break away from relations with the Federation. And because of that, Gowron removed his family from their lands and from their honor, which is all important in Klingon society, as well as a position on the Klingon High Council, which Worf's brother Kurn held. Now, Kurn comes to Deep Space Nine very upset and does not feel well having been stripped of his honor and wants Worf to do something about it. And Worf proceeds in getting himself in trouble with Captain Sisko, who in a very well-acted scene basically says, I've had it with all of these Klingon rituals. You either toe the Federation line or take the next transport out. And even when Jadzia intervenes here, it does not do much good. He shuts her down as well and doesn't even let O'Brien get a word in. So Worf is kind of on his own trying to reform his brother and find some way that he can achieve honor. And the episode moves on, and they find a novel way in which to do that, and it's well put together as far as it goes. Michael Dorn, I've always enjoyed his acting, and he certainly put on a full display of his capabilities in this episode. But the thing that I noticed most in this particular episode had nothing to do with the main plot, but the teaser right before the opening montage. And that was he and Jadzia having a battle in a holosuite. She had a bat'leth, he had a smaller Klingon instrument, and as it turns out, he beats her. But that's really not the whole thing. They're both being distracted by something else. Jadzia is dressing provocatively, and Worf knows it. And Worf is acting aggressively and growling and things like this, which is attractive to Jadzia. And so what they're showing here is the very beginning of a relationship that, as we know, if we follow the story, will eventually lead to marriage. And so this is a good place to start with that. And that one scene where the subtle signals between Jadzia and Worf are very well done, and I think worthy of seeing this episode if you don't watch it beyond the first 3 minutes. The rest of it is your common Klingon story, and I'm almost to what Sisko said about it. I'm kind of tired of all of their various inventions of culture for the Klingons, but rather the way of doing this, showcasing Michael Dorn, I think is worth it for that. There's another plot in there about some things that the Klingon military is doing that have to be uncovered, and that's a fairly straightforward story that gets a matter of Kira and O'Brien some screen time, as well as Bashir. So with all of that, it's a decent episode. I recommend it, and we'll be back next week with more Babylon 5 and Deep Space Nine. So I hope that you will subscribe if you're not subscribed so far, and click a like if you will. That would help us and certainly improve my mood most of the time. So thank you for joining us. Until next time, don't go far.